Hi, I'm Anna Maria de Freitas, the owner of the Harrison House Suites, Tucker House Inn, and Coho Restaurant in Friday Harbor, San Juan Island, Washington. Today I'm going to show you how to make a blueberry cheesecake in a springform pan. So a springform pan is nothing but a pan with a removable bottom. And it just helps you get the cheesecake in and out. I actually have some mini ones that I'm going to use today for a demonstration. And this is what the cheesecake looks like when it's finished. And you might be wondering why I have it wrapped in aluminum foil. It's because when we bake it in a water bath. So the aluminum just keeps any water from breaking the seal of our springform pan. So we're going to start with our crust. I have some graham crackers here. I'm going to put them in a food processor and just grind them. You're going to probably need about 8 graham crackers. I have some that's already ground ready to go. Okay. I'm going to pour this in my bowl. So about 8 graham crackers, about 4 tablespoons of melted butter. And I'm going to add a little bit of that now. You can add sugar to your crust. I usually don't because there's enough sweetness going on in the dessert or in the cheesecake. Okay, let's pour it into here. And I'm just going to push it around and cover the bottom. Oops. Sometimes it's good to use the ramekin if it's a little sticky. And just push it down so it's nice and firm. And then it's going to bake for 350 degrees for about 8 to 10 minutes until you see the edges of these are golden brown. So now we're going to work on our filling. You can choose to do this in a standing mixer. For convenience, I already have one appliance out and dirty, so might as well continue on. Cuisinart works just as well. The one thing that is important is to make sure that all your ingredients are at room temperature. You get a better emulsion. So this is 8 ounces of cream cheese, to which I'm going to add a half a cup of sugar. And this recipe scales really well. This one that I made is 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese. So we're just going to be cutting the recipe in half. So you can scale it for how big or how few portions you want to make. And I'm going to just scrape this down. I want to make sure we don't have any lumps in there. Okay, and then I'm going to add 1 egg, and this is half of what I did for that cheesecake. I like doing these individual ones because it's nice to either for a couple or an individual. Or if you don't have a lot of folks coming for dinner, having a whole big pie, a whole big cheesecake laying around. Maybe a bit too much. So I'm going to add 1/3 of a cup of sour cream. And a tablespoon of flour. Flour is optional. And a teaspoon of vanilla. Just mix until combined. Again, just scraping down to make sure, particularly with the flour, we don't want any lumps. Okay, perfect. start with these. Probably best to wrap it. I have some foil, 2 or 3. Just cozy the aluminum around here. And then this is going to be my water bath. I'm going to fill this about halfway up, so halfway up here with some hot water. And you're going to put them in. And you're going to bake for about 20 to 25 minutes, just until there's a little bit of jiggle, but you'll see that 1 inch around here is already set. So let's pour this in. Yeah, the blade, sometimes getting the blade out is the messy part. So you're going to fill these up about halfway. And we still have to make this a blueberry cheesecake. It's just a regular cheesecake at this point. Okay, so give them a little bit of a shake to level them off. Okay, so I have some fresh blueberries. Actually, these were frozen blueberries that we had from the season. So I'm going to put some of them on, just sprinkle them around. Just since I thought this looked just too bare, I have a little bit of a streusel topping, just some butter, sugar, a little cinnamon, and some pecans. You just kind of cut the butter into the flour and the sugar. So let's get this little stem out. Add a little bit of the streusel topping. So, there you have them. They're ready to go into the oven. And then just peel paper off. And probably it's best just to give this a little bit of a score. I do score it when it comes out of the oven. It's not a bad idea to score it one more time. And then gently there you go. And there you have your blueberry cheesecake. I hope you enjoy it.